to understand that Delhi High Court it has an original side, right? So a litigant should have the liberty of choosing the court that he or she wants to choose.
It is going to affect them at a large scale because the pecuniary jurisdiction is something on basis of which the court fees are decided, and court fees are on anyways paid by the litigant.
और एट द वेरी लीस्ट आप 10 करोड़ कीजिए, 5 करोड़ कीजिए, कोर्ट फी को आप कैप कीजिए at anywhere between 4 and 5 lakhs.
As a mark of protest against the manner in which a particular issue that deals with the pecuniary jurisdiction of this High Court has been dealt with.
Hi, you're watching The Edge. It's 36 degree in Delhi right now. In hot summer, every lawyer is protesting in High Court. Let me tell you why they are doing it. Let's talk to them only. So today we are here at High Court. What's happening here, sir, today?
Well, we are all here, the entire IP bar, commercial bar, and all the entire Delhi High Court Bar Association, as a mark of protest against the manner in which a particular issue that deals with the pecuniary jurisdiction of this High Court has been dealt with by the Delhi High Court and the justices of the Delhi High Court with no consultative procedures having been incorporated. We are important stakeholders, and it is indeed unfortunate that for our voices to be heard, we have to resort to a strike.
Do you think strike is the only way?
No, strike should not be the only way, and it should not be a way at all. We are not blue collar workers who should be made to go on strike, but we have made representations. The committee that was formed, we made representations to that committee. We were invited to give our views. We expressed our views in writing. We gave lots of material why what is being done is not correct. We met the Honorable Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court. We requested him to give us a copy of the final report. That was declined to us. So we don't have the benefit of why this decision has been taken. In the first place, why did the Delhi High Court even start this whole process? Was it under pressure from the district court? Who asked them to give this opinion? It is not a function of the judges to be giving this opinion. It's a legislative function. Why did the High Court embark on this process? Nothing. It's a very kind of a secretive procedure why this is done. So it's not right. I think in an institution such as a court of law, lawyers are an important part. We are called officers of the court. If officers of the court are treated in this shabby manner, if I may use that expression, then what do we do? So it is not an option that we should be exercising, but we've been compelled to exercise.
What are your exact demands here standing on a strike today?
Our demands are hear us. Our demands are hear our point of view. Our demands are consider those points of view. And please, by all means, if you still feel that there is something that you need to do, which is good for the institution, we will support you.
Can you state those points for our audience?
So, intellectual property law, for example, we are the premier institution. The Delhi High Court is the premier court for landmark decisions in the Delhi High Court. The litigant who is the creator, the basic creator, the inventor, only trusts, I won't say only, but largely trusts the Delhi High Court to give it relief, to give it the correct treatment that it deserves. And now you're going to make that a 10 lakh court fee. So what are we trying to portray? Are we making this an elitist court that somebody who can afford a 10 lakh court fee can only come to the Delhi High Court? The others are sent to 11 districts. The other is the bar has been developed painstakingly. The bar has today matured into handling complicated commercial litigation. And now what is that expectation? That we should go to 11 districts and argue cases? So it's going to greatly hamper the bar. The litigant is going to suffer. The litigant doesn't want to go to the district courts for whatever reason. They are not currently equipped. They will be in the future, and that's where we should work towards. So we want to work with the institution to develop the 11 districts, to bring them up to a level where they can handle this. It will happen in the future, I have no doubt, but it can't be in a knee-jerk sort of a reaction way that one fine day you increase the jurisdiction.
Why is this strike happening?
So the strike is happening for one substantive reason and one procedural reason. Substantive reason is that the minimum value of a suit for it to reach the Delhi High Court or for it to come to the Delhi High Court has been increased from 2 crores to 10 crores out of the blue. And therein lies the second issue, that it has happened out of the blue, wherein stakeholders, especially litigants, who come to the Delhi High Court regularly for sophisticated matters and sensitive matters, their interest and their representation has not been factored in. And the net result will be that you are pushing important matters to the district courts, which are yet to develop the infrastructure and the human resources for it from a slightly different perspective. Everybody is capable, there is no doubting it. But Delhi High Court को यहाँ तक पहुँचने में 30 साल लगे because of efforts of at least 2 generations of lawyers. So we are saying that the needle need not be stuck at 2 crores. आप 5 करोड़ भी कर सकते हैं, so that people can, let's say, they can be handheld in stages. Take baby steps toward the same stage where we are currently after generations of hard work. Or at the very least, आप 10 करोड़ कीजिए, 5 करोड़ कीजिए, कोर्ट फी को आप कैप कीजिए at anywhere between 4 and 5 lakhs. When you do that, then the litigants will have a choice. आपको district court जाना है या high court जाना है, क्योंकि court fee में तो कोई change नहीं होने वाला है. So that's something that they can do. The reason why this is also important is, I've said this before, this is a solution without a problem. 12,000 cases ही हैं on the commercial side. And यहाँ का disposal rate जो है वो 2 साल है. भारत का ऐसा कौन सा कोर्ट है जहाँ पे disposal rate 2 साल है? 4.5-5 साल के नीचे तो होता ही नहीं है. एंड कमर्शियल मैटर्स इंपॉर्टेंट क्यों है? जो भी इन्वेस्टमेंट भारत में हो रहा है, इट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ सम सेंस ऑफ सर्टनिटी कि यहाँ पे एक अच्छा कोर्ट तो है, या 3 अच्छे कोर्ट्स हैं, 4 अच्छे कोर्ट्स हैं, जहाँ पे कमर्शियल मैटर्स ठीक से लड़े जा सकते हैं, जहाँ पे उसको ठीक से पेश किया जा सकता है. सो फॉर इंस्टेंस वी लुक एट द बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट, द मद्रास हाई कोर्ट, वहाँ पे इट इज़ कैप्ड एट 3 lakhs द कोर्ट फी. चाहे आपका लेट्स से सूट का वैल्यू कितना भी हो, अब वो तो कर लीजिए. And therefore we are saying that the opinion of the full court, with a wonderful dissent of several wonderful judges, that report we have not got access to. So before that opinion is handed over to the government, we should at least have a reconsideration of the report and a specific consideration of several points that have come through dissenting opinions, so that patient groups, investment groups, IP groups, commercial groups, because at the end of the day, business के लिए certainty की ज़रूरत होती है. And that certainty will come through the process of adjudication कि हमारे rights यहाँ पे protect किए जाएंगे. And ये जो trickle down effect होगा वो तभी होगा जब दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट अपने पोजीशन को डाइल्यूट नहीं करेगी and बाकी को हाथ देगी कि आप आ जाओ. We will also make sure that the knowledge transmission happens. But knowledge transmission 30 साल का 1 साल में नहीं हो सकता है. तो आप हर 4 साल 5 साल में इसको रिव्यू कीजिए. Easiest thing is you cap the court fee, give the litigants a choice. अभी इथेनॉल के केस में what are people saying? You have both options, let people choose. We are saying give the same choice to litigants here.
So why is this protest happening today?
This is because of notification that was given by the people that the pecuniary jurisdiction of district court to be increased from 2 crores to 10 crores. That in itself is a wrong notification for us, because that makes the IP division of the High Court, Delhi High Court, redundant. The practice is redundant here. So we are protesting against that, and also it's a peaceful protest. We are just abstaining from the work so that the authorities should listen to our voice.
How long will you carry this protest if your voices are being unheard?
The plan is to get this sorted out as soon as possible, but if the government or the authorities don't listen to our requests, then it'll have to go on for some time.
So if your demand is so clear and we know and many people know it is right as well, then why it is being unheard yet?
See, the problem is that, they may have certain aspects that they want to consider. Especially one of the major points is that in the court proceedings also it was held that the property prices in Delhi is almost every small property price in Delhi is beyond 2 crores. So we must include, we should increase the pecuniary jurisdiction. But you should also understand that Delhi High Court it has an original side, right? So a litigant should have the liberty of choosing the court that he or she wants to choose. The problem is that, we understand their side of the story also, but it should be left to the litigant merely by increasing a pecuniary jurisdiction of the court, and you're sort of curtailing the rights of the litigants to choose a forum, which is their right, anybody's right, any litigant's right to choose a particular forum. You should not curtail that right.
As all lawyers standing here says, this is a peaceful protest. If your voice is still being unheard, what will you do next?
See, we are trying to speak to all the right stakeholders. We are trying to get as many. We are trying to mobilize as many people as we can, and we have a support of all organizations, not just Delhi High Court Bar Association, but also the Supreme Court Bar Association, IP Bar of different high courts across the country. So we are very hopeful that there should be a resolution to this. And the problem is that there is no middle path to this. The path is the request is that status quo should be maintained. The pecuniary jurisdiction, which has been going on for quite some time, all of us are accustomed to it. The Delhi High Court IP division, particularly where I represent, it was doing so well. It's one of the best one of the best bars that the whole country has. The first also. So the thing is that we'll just keep mobilizing people. We'll just keep meeting the right stakeholders and try and ensure that this whatever they are trying to do gets rolled back.
How will it affect the people sitting behind the camera?
It is going to affect them at a large scale because the pecuniary jurisdiction is something on basis of which the court fees are decided, and court fees are on anyways paid by the litigant. So for a common person who is aggrieved by certain actions, or he wants to pursue his matter in high court or different forums, for him it becomes difficult because increasing the pecuniary jurisdiction from 2 crores to 10 crores, that also substantially increases the court fees amount if you see.
Absolutely. Why is it happening only in Delhi and not in any other place?
That's precisely what's very surprising because in other courts where also original jurisdictions are there, for example, Bombay High Court, even though you have a pecuniary jurisdiction of certain amount, but still at least the court fees, it's fixed at a certain amount. Even that works for us. So why are you burdening the litigant with court fees which will probably go up to 10 lakhs now if you increase it to 10 crores? So that's very surprising that Delhi High Court particularly is coming out with something which is unprecedented.
So why is everyone standing here today?
So basically, the issue with this whole proposal to raise the pecuniary jurisdiction is actually creating a rather odd situation as far as the intellectual property bar is concerned.
Yeah.
Because, our kind of cases have traditionally always been heard by the High Court. Some years ago, when the Intellectual Property Appellate Board was abolished, all the trademark registry proceedings were sent to the High Court. So now what this proposal is going to end up doing is that you're going to have, for example, cancellation proceedings from trademarks, etc., being heard by the High Court and suits being heard by the District Court.
Okay.
So it's a very strange situation. The other thing is that if you look at courts like Bombay and Calcutta, for example, there is a cap on court fees. It's all very well to say that, look, you want to ensure that there's an equitable distribution of load among judges, because from a litigant's point of view, you want to make sure that pendency is not high as far as cases are concerned. All of those are points that are well taken. But what is interesting is if you look at the data, Delhi High Court has a disposal rate of 92% apparently, and I was told, I haven't checked the data myself, whereas the commercial courts in the district court have a disposal rate of like 86%. So it's not as if on the commercial side we have a poor disposal rate to necessitate this. So I think what is puzzling for many of us is that when you have a cap on ad valorem fees, court fees in places like Bombay and Calcutta, because there's a recognition that, if you've got unfettered court fees, then that's also not fair to litigants.
अदर हाई कोर्ट्स में जैसे बॉम्बे और कैलकाटा में सीलिंग है कोर्ट फीस का, यहाँ एड वैलोरम है, तो वहाँ की सीलिंग है कि जो भी आपका क्लेम है, सीलिंग है 50,000 या 1 लाख के, यहाँ 10 crores पे 10 लाख का कोर्ट फीस पड़ेगा, तो फ़र्क तो पड़ेगा.
What are your demands as a lawyer?
I think as a lawyer, I don't have any specific demands except what the bar is saying, and therefore they should look at the jurisdictional value. I think 10 is a significant increase. It should be lower.
So how long will you carry the protest if your voices are being unheard?
That I can't speak. That the bar will speak for.
So if you want to tell our audience how it will go, from how many days are you protesting?
No, this is really the protest has only started. This is the third day.
Third day.
I have no sense of how long.
Lawyers has to say that they are protesting for normal people. Every right needs to be served. Let's see what happened in this case. We'll update you every bit of it. Keep watching Edge News. This is Sakshi with camera person Sushil.